Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Hour, where I'll be giving a full hour of angel readings to all of our callers and for those who text in or send in a request in the chat. Thank you so much for joining today. I know that with the world moving through a lot of collective fear, that it's more important than ever that we all stay connected and help to uplift our spirits. So hopefully we can do a little bit of that today. I do see that many of you are already lined up for readings. If you haven't submitted yet and you would like to, you can go ahead and call or text at 240-979-6366. Again, the number is 240-979-6366. Or of course, as we said, you can submit your reading request in the Bring Me to Life chat room. Now, as always, during Angel Hour, you will have an opportunity to donate to the Bring Me to Life Network. We deeply, deeply appreciate any donations you're able to give, as this helps Bring Me to Life be able to continue to thrive, sending spiritually empowering content out into the world for free. So to donate, just scroll to the bottom of the page at bringmetolife.com and you will see a donate button there. I'm so looking forward to getting started with our readings, but before we do, let's go ahead and do a little bit of clearing. I think it's always so nice to be able to come together and connect with the angels. So let's begin by just taking a moment to get nice and comfortable, relaxing your body, closing your eyes, and when you are ready, we will begin. Deepen and lengthen your breaths. Feel as your physical body begins to soften, letting go of any tension, any heaviness you had been carrying. Feel as your soft, restful heart rate sends signals of peaceful receptivity throughout your being. The angels are surrounding you in a circle of healing light now. Watch as these loving beings channel a soft white and blue colored light in. Breathe this light in deeply, letting it permeate and fill your psyche with deep calm and peace. Noticing as this light instantly dissolves away any stress, any tension from the past. The deeper the light cleanses and heals, the more present you feel. Feeling as every drop of your awareness illuminates in the miracle of the present moment. Every breath you take and every beat of your heart brings you into deeper and closer alignment with the heavens. Healing and peace humming throughout your being. With your next breath, bring your focus up to the third eye chakra, the energy center located in the center of the forehead. See and feel as the angels help you to gather emerald green healing light here at this energy center. Feel as that emerald green healing light moves deep into your being, channeling healing throughout your life. Gathering in a nice inhale, feel that emerald light moving through the third eye. And on the next exhale, send that emerald green light out into the world, noticing and allowing as healing energy moves from your life into the shared life force of our collective. Healing green light now covering the planet, soothing all hearts, minds, bodies in a unified state of peace. Feel and see as the angels circle the world, their presence all permeating, 1,000 angels present for every human being. Love, hope, peace, and wellness spreading abundantly throughout the planet. Taking in another nice, soft, healing breath, gather your focus back to your physical body, feeling yourself perfectly oriented and focused within the present moment. The angels are lastly channeling beautiful purple colored light to you now. Feel this uplifting spiritual vibration surround you in a cocoon of healing from head to toe. With your next deep breath, we gather that purple light into the heart. And then with your exhale, feel that purple light flowing out through every cell of the body as you gradually open your eyes and shift your focus back into the present moment, right here, right now, together. Beautiful. Thank you so much for connecting in that healing exercise and for sending your love and your healing intentions out into the world where they do make a difference. Let's go straight to our readings. Today I'm going to be working with the Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. And let's see which reading we have coming up first. Okay, great. Let's start by connecting with Veronica. Veronica says, I am home, recovering from a surgery that saved my life. Oh, my dear, I'm so glad that you are well and healing. She says, before the surgery, I had planned everything that I was supposed to do in order to follow my life's purpose. I was supposed to, as well, start a new job. Everything is now up in the air, especially with everything that we and humanity in general are going through. I'm trying to be in a state of peace and hope. Is there any message from the angels for me? Should I continue with my original plan before surgery? Are there any blocks that are preventing me from developing my gifts? We'll definitely tune into that, my dear. Also, Veronica writes, my husband, George, has been looking for a new job with no success for a long time. Is he going to find something soon? I would really appreciate asking these questions Thank you. Thank you so much, Veronica. Let's go ahead and just start by pulling some cards for each different area that we're going to be looking at. I'm feeling guided to pull a card, first of all, just for your recovery. The angels show us that they are very, very present in your life right now. You have Archangel Raphael, of course, the healing angel, with Archangel Ariel, who is the angel of courage and strength. These two angels together are really, really with you very profoundly right now. And they're actually communicating the message that this entire chapter in your life, and even for what you're sharing and experiences with your husband, it's a reset. It's a time of just retreating, stepping back from the world and gathering up your resources, your time, your energy, a shift in perception as well, so that you may really begin to focus on the next chapter with a lot more strength, with a very different kind of priority flow the angels are showing us. So, in a way, we can almost thank this time, challenges and all, because there are many things in the works that are being supported by it for the next chapter. Let's start by turning over the card that represents your wellness as you continue to develop. Beautiful. Okay, so you have the Knight of Earth card showing up for your healing. This is a card that shows that as long as you stay dedicated and committed to your well being by taking excellent care of yourself and not allowing yourself to go into too much stress, that your health and well being are assured. This is usually a card that represents a rock solid, assured outcome, but of course, it's usually based upon our continued action steps. So, this shows that you're already again on the right track with regard to your healing. Just keep going with that, and it looks like all things are well. Let's progress a little bit further, looking at your start for a new chapter, looking at your life's purpose and the start of a new job. I'm going to turn over the card that I pulled for the area of job. Let's just see what we have. Okay, you actually have a very positive card here. You have a card called the Three of Water. When we see this card, it usually represents that we are actually celebrating some kind of new blessing that's entering into your life. This is wonderful. It essentially shows that there is something very much to be grateful for during this time of transition on the job front. Something's going to be coming through that it looks like you will highly appreciate, that you'll be able to rest assured is secure and even celebrate. So that's wonderful. I pulled an additional card, just sort of looking at kind of the path ahead, where things are going, since we know that things are up in the air, just sort of looking at life purpose and career in general. All right, your second card is also very positive. I don't think you have anything to really worry about in your situation. Your card is the Balance card. When we see this card, it's a message that says that there is a need to be patient and to wait for perfect timing regarding the way that your career and life purpose are going to be unfolding over the next few weeks and months ahead. Sure, there might be some adjustments and changes because of the time of uncertainty that we are all in together here. But this card really assures you that everything is going to be balanced in good timing. You will see balance moving into every area of life. And the angels are reminding us right now that that includes your health and wellness, your finances, your home life, and of course, your career and your life purpose as well. Everything is being held in perfect balance. So go ahead and wait for perfect timing with faith, with a sense of peace of mind, and know that no matter what kinds of, we'll say, revisions are made to any plans that are in the works, trust that these are actually for your highest good. Even better, it looks like, than where you were pointed towards before the plans, for surgery started. So let's just keep the faith and see where things head. I'm going to just lastly turn over the card that I pulled for your husband, George, for his job search. Okay, he is coming up upon a time of change. The card that has arisen here is the card called Release. When we see this card, it represents the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. This is usually a card of major, major, major transformation and transition. So it feels like it definitely is the right time for him to be focusing on moving on and starting a new chapter in his career life. And the angels are showing us that because this card has come up, it also represents that, there's divine timing on his side with all of this. The time has arrived. So he's feeling the need to do this and he's taking the action steps towards doing this in the right timing. I pulled just one additional card asking the angels for any other guidance they want to give us on the logistics or timing of this. Okay, I just turned it over and we've got the Four of Air. This is a very, very positive card for him, just illuminating very specific details about timing specifically. When we see Four of Air, it's a card that says be patient, allow some time, take a rest, pause, wait before making a decision. The time of preparation that he's in, where yes, there may be some extra waiting period, time needed to just contemplate, meditate, or take a step back, this is actually serving him. They're showing us that for both of you, they're giving an analogy that it's almost like we've put a tall order in to the kitchen. And if you're waiting at your table for your server to bring you that order, it's fine if it takes a little bit longer because you know that you've ordered something really great. You've ordered exactly what you wanted. So it is worth it for both of you to just keep the faith, to be patient, to continue on to the paths that you're already on right now, and just to know that, yes, you're headed in the very much right direction with all of this. Beautiful. Okay, it looks like we have a caller waiting for us. So let's go ahead and connect. Hi, Stephanie. You are on the air with us now.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. So I wanted to ask about a book I'm working on. I just started pitching it to different literary agents. I wanted to know if there's something I should look for in a literary agent to make sure they're a great fit for me, and if I'm on the right path in terms of this book and what I want to talk about.
Yay. Okay, let's tune in and pull some cards for this. You've got many, 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 many guides and angels around you for this situation, by the way. So I can see you've probably been praying about it or maybe doing a little manifesting or calling on spirit. Yes. You've got answers big time. They are all around you in great strength. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull some cards just first for the book itself so we can kind of see its path and destination. I also want to pull cards for the literary agent side and just see if they have any practical information that they want to add in about all of this right now. Great. Okay, so let's start with the cards regarding the book and just see where it is headed. Okay, first of all, I've just got an amazing energy coming forward from it. Your card is called the Dreamer. The Dreamer. This is amazing. This is a card that usually says, take a leap of faith and follow your dreams. There are really beautiful, unexpected opportunities that might come out of this. You've got sort of also a kind of blank slate, a blank canvas in front of you where you can paint whatever you want onto your sort of life's destiny kind of thing. So everything looks really, really good with that. I also pulled the Six of Water for this book. This is a really interesting card because it usually represents that there's something from your past, maybe your history, your childhood, your experiences that is helping to maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so the angels are just, I think they're doing this to give you confirmation about how dead on correct.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
On the right path you are.
And I'm doing it as a YA book because I felt like everything I went through was very harsh and realistic, and I want people to be able to look at this book as something that they can enjoy and also hopefully learn from. And I also wanted to add some other parts into the book that didn't happen to me. So I thought YA would be the right fit.
Yes, absolutely. I just got tingles from this little, that's usually my confirmation from the angels when I get my angel bumps. But I turned over an extra card asking about putting it in this particular area, this audience for YA. And you got Six of Earth, which is a super specific card. It actually represents that the money is good if you take it in
Oh,
that
okay.
direction. So
Okay.
usually when we see Six of Earth, it's a very balanced area for money, for business, for career opportunity, and that kind of thing. So it looks like you've got a great audience going in this general direction. Very, very supported. So since everything looks very well aligned for the book so far, let's look at the practical. Let's look at the literary agent and see what your guides and angels have around that.
Okay.
Okay, so the first message I'm just getting, even before I start really looking over at all of these cards, is that you're on the right track with starting to look for the literary agent now, because it looks as if you'll be on a path for a little while where you're, kind of just entering into many different conversations with potential literary agents. Three of Fire is your first card for this. When we see that, that's a card that represents abundance. Usually it's a great card, shows that your long-term future with finding the right literary agent who will help you with getting published in the right way, that's all going to be successful. It's the right time to be making long-term plans. However, this card also has a note of patience that it's kind of sending us, saying, be patient. This is a long-term path. We're not in a sprint, we're in a marathon. So it's okay to spend a little bit of time, fielding the different opportunities and really making sure that the conversations that you're having feel really like they're good. Now, the next card is a card that I pulled with the intention, just to give us a little bit of more specific practical guidance on what you need to be considering regarding the literary agent that would maybe help you with this project. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so great. You have Knight of Air. So this card actually is amazing because this represents someone who is usually very professional. Specifically, Law of Attraction is great with these cards that are coming through, very appropriate. And also someone who's very, very idealistic. They have like a tireless energy where you can see that they've got a lot of enthusiasm, idealism, and they're also really decisive. Look for someone who's very quick to respond to you, very good at being very decisive, and they also come up with very concrete suggestions, plans, or ideas regarding, the angels just said, the publishing industry right off the bat. Also, lastly, the angels are saying look for someone with experience. If you can get in touch with someone who can tell you, oh, well, here's my track record where maybe I've got proof that I've already, helped someone publish in this genre, or, I've got contacts already that are really great for this or that. That'll be another really good sign. So if you've got a combination of all of those kinds of traits all wrapped up in one person, then it looks like you will have found a great person. And again, take your time because Spirit is helping you to find the right person. I see lots of angels helping. It looks like you've got ancestors and loved ones that are helping with this. So you'll probably get some very clear signs on that.
Oh, awesome. Can I ask one follow-up question?
Sure, yes.
Okay. So in terms of literary agent, I'm also looking at their photo and seeing the type of energy they give off. Is that also a good way to figure out the right person, besides just they're doing YA and they're looking for first-time authors and they want to do mental health?
For you, yes, your angels are saying that that would be a really good way to do it. They're showing us that your intuition's really good and that you'll be picking up on little signs and feelings of whether they are like an outgoing person with a really kind of far-reaching, bright energy. And again, that's kind of the energy that we're looking for with this person.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Great. You are so welcome, my dear. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and thanks so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, great. Let's go to our next reading. Okay, we have a reading request from Carol. Carol says, thank you for this reading. My ortho surgeon recommends surgery for my left foot. I am beginning the pre-op process for surgery in April. Do the angels see my proceedings at this time is for the highest good? Thank you so much for your question, Carol. And I actually am really glad that you messaged in with this particular topic because it looks like we have a little bit of a theme, a little synchronicity going on. I see that all the time, where oftentimes if we're doing readings for a group, that we'll see a little theme coming through. And when that happens, it usually means that there are multiple people who are listening who may not even come through or ask for a reading, where this particular topic is probably relevant or helpful for them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to turn over cards and just see where we are. You've got a lot of angels around you as well. I see Michael very strong with you, and Raphael very strong with you. I am seeing Ariel coming forward too. It looks like she wants to be on the front lines with helping with health issues at this time, which makes a lot of sense. A lot of us, if we want to have more confidence, we want to have more strength and courage during this time. So let's just keep calling on her and this beautiful team, because it looks like they'll be really helpful. So our first card is just going to give us a little bit of a general feel of what's going on, first of all, with your health right now, with looking at this particular surgery. We have the King of Air card. This is actually a really good card. This card gives you very, very practical information. It's a card that represents that there is a need to balance out your choice or your plan with whatever professional advice you are getting. King of Air usually says, trust the professional advice. Trust the surgeon, trust the doctor, trust what they are saying around all of this, because the King of Air is sort of symbolic of a person who has an incredibly brilliant sort of view of what's going on in your situation, and they know exactly where to take things. So as long as you're following in with what your doctor says and you're not kind of going outside their bounds, then you're balancing the situation really well. You're balancing your own emotions, your own feelings, your own hunches, and you can trust that their guidance will help to lead the way really well. I next pulled cards just to have a little bit more information coming out regarding the timing of all of this, since you mentioned that it's coming up for April and you're already beginning preparations and that kind of thing. Okay, we've got the Eight of Fire card here. Eight of Fire is really positive. This is a card that represents when any delays are over. So if there's been, maybe delays to this particular surgery, or you've been up and down sort of thinking, do I need to delay it or wait a little bit longer? This is a card that says delays are over, no need to delay. Everything's moving forward right now in a really great timing. Eight of Fire actually, it's very helpful usually with making events sort of move forward very positively as well in the timing that we are looking at. So this is great, very specific, very, exacting, detailed information on the timing with that. So it looks like April is a good timing for this. I do feel that just everything's lined up with your doctor and even what's going on in your own life during this time. And then lastly, I just pulled a couple extra cards for extra information on recovery, on your highest good, on everything going on there. Okay, so the angels would like to talk to you about de-stressing and releasing any worry that's going on. We've got two cards in a row that are both about clearing worry. So your first card is the Two of Air. When we see Two of Air, this is a card that represents when we feel as if we're having trouble making a decision or committing to a decision, or feeling a little bit like we're kind of stuck with something. And it was crossed by a card called the Nine of Air, which is a card that represents worry, essentially. So worry is the cause of why it might feel a little bit like there's less confidence in making this choice. And you know what? Hey, that makes perfect sense. I think that, all things considered with what's going on in the world and that kind of thing, I think a lot of people have their concerns about moving forward with, regularly scheduled health things that are going on. But for you, Carol, it looks like in your case, I see a lot of protection around you, a lot of safety around you. And I see that with regard to looking at your particular doctor, your particular surgeon, that again, you can trust everything that this person is guiding you to do. It looks like they have things very well in hand, and that there would be a kind of peace and well-being for your recovery and for all of that. And I feel that too. It's like the angels are handing me your doctor's confidence, and I just feel like this, Oh, everything feels so good. Like I feel like I'm being taken care of in this doctor's confidence because this person just feels like they're very right. It feels like they're very, very aligned with what's good for you. So the angels want you to know that things are looking up. This is a good timing, for all of this, even with all the things that are going on in the world, and that you will be given a lot of clarity. This is the end of any difficulty regarding this particular issue. So all of my love to you, my dear. We'll be sending angels and prayers your way, and keep calling on your beautiful team. We've got Raphael, Michael, and Ariel all watching over you. It looks like many other guides are around you right now too, including some loved ones in heaven that I'm seeing around you as well. So they're all sending love, and they're saying, be confident, release fear. All is well. All is well. You are safe. Thank you, Carol. Okay, let's go and find our next reading straight away. Okay, we have a reading request coming in. We've just got initials AF, so this one's for you. AF says, thank you for your guidance and for doing this for everyone. Oh, you're welcome. I would love some personal guidance on what the angels are asking me to focus on that would help me next on my personal life journey. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and see where the angels would like us to focus. Okay, even before turning my cards over, I'm just shuffling the cards. I'm already seeing one of your angels coming forward saying creativity. Focus on your creativity. They're actually bringing forward an image of pearls from your psyche, from your mind. And I'm hearing the phrase pearls of wisdom, but then I'm seeing that your wisdom or your ideas, any insights or inspirations that you're getting right now, are being applied towards something that's very beautifully creative. There's maybe a creative project on the horizon for you, some kind of exciting new thing that will really, it looks like take off. And it feels like we've got great timing for giving birth to a new idea or a new dream right now. So even if there's been a little part of you that's ever felt like maybe your creative ideas were frivolous or there's other priorities that you should put first, your angels are saying, no, focus on those creative priorities first. The card that I pulled for you for this, we've got the Knight of Earth as the first card. So again, we've got that hard working card representing that hard work will actually assure success for you. So it is time to buckle down and start getting things done. Start taking action steps. You are ready right now. These creative dreams and ideas are going to really, really mean something. Okay, your second card is the Dreamer. Okay, second time we've seen this one show up today. So this is for everybody watching who's got some big new dream or idea, something creative they're supposed to put out into the world. This is a great time to take a leap of faith. Your angels want you to know that a lot of us are being given a reset right now in our lives. Yes, there have been changes to plans, interruptions in our regularly scheduled lives, but this is causing some blessings in disguise. Literally every cloud has a silver lining. So your angels want you to know that, yes, this is a great time to take a leap of faith, to follow your dreams, to pursue any of these creative ideas that you've got going on right now, because you'll likely see some kind of, again, opportunity, even that wasn't, maybe if it wasn't planned, it's okay. You've got an opportunity coming. Your third and final card is Eight of Water. I like that this card has come forward for you. Essentially, what it's saying is that you've likely been feeling the emotion of wanting to move on, wanting to find something more deeply meaningful for you to do with your life's purpose, your life's work, something like that. This is saying focus on, again, these creative pursuits, because this will help you to move on, not only in life purpose and that sort of thing, but they're showing us that this spreads into other areas of life as well, as if a rebirth for your creativity and your life's work brings a rebirth. It helps to usher in new energy everywhere else. Beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see where the angels would like us to go next. Okay, it looks like we have a caller waiting for us. Hi, Allison. It looks like you are on the air with us now. How are you, my dear?
Oh, hi. How are you?
Great, great. Would you like to ask the angels a question for a reading today?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to know their opinion on what my next step is. right now I feel like I am empty, but I know I'm not. It's almost like I'm in this place to repower up, and I know I'm going to come back on a different level. It's just so much. Like in a time that everybody feels disconnected, I feel super connected. And I
Yes.
just not sure how to manage it in this human form. I guess that's where I'm at.
Yes. Okay. There's a couple of things that your angels are showing us. They're showing us that there feels to be a reset coming for you, both around life purpose work and around finances. There's something that they just kind of wanted to assure you of. I know you didn't ask specifically about that, but there's something about that just kind of coming forward where your angels are saying you're being taken care of, that there is a kind of brand new positive energy that's on the way regarding that area of life. So that's really great. Let's turn over the cards now and see where the angels would kind of have you go to ground some of your ideas and maybe move forward. Okay, they are telling you first off to get organized. So I'm not sure if perhaps maybe you've had a lot of ideas, but it feels like maybe I don't know where to get started, or there's so much that it's like, what's the first step kind of thing. You've got a card called the Emperor, and it says get organized first. So this card essentially says that organization is going to be your best friend. Okay, they're showing me images of lots of lists that you would start making regarding any big ideas that you have around life's work right now. So start by organizing a few lists. If you've got more than one goal, by the way, they're saying write a list underneath each goal that represents the action steps that you might be able to take to help to further each of the goals. Then order in terms of priority your most important goal, put that as number one, and then make sure that it feels like it's really balanced with the other areas of life or other things that you're aiming towards creating. Your angels do want you to know that you have a lot of leadership qualities within you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten the Emperor card. The Emperor card shows that you've got the ability to be a great leader. We just need to put a little bit more structure, organization, and that once you've got that organization, and it looks like your angels are showing us that the discipline to have sort of an everyday lifestyle around creating what you're supposed to create, that will come into play. Also, I'm hearing one of your guides say the words baby steps. So little everyday baby steps will be important. Think of, you don't need to climb the whole mountain in one big fell swoop. You don't need to worry about that all in one day. Just think of putting your left foot in front of your right foot. So what's the first step? And then going forward with that. Now, your next card is Eight of Air. This is a card that can come up sometimes when there is a feeling that maybe comes in and out of your life of feeling a little stuck with regard to moving forward. This is a card essentially saying that you're being validated, that the angels understand if little moments like this pop up, and they want you to know that they are helping you with this. And again, that it's grounded physical action steps, organization, logic, and structure that are going to get you there now. You've mastered the other side of it. You're really great at the side that can come up with creative ideas, that can, let's say, for example, even channel intuitive guidance that maybe comes through if you get a lot of intuitive spiritual energy that kind of comes through with all of this. Now we need to do the earthly side. Now we need to put both feet on the ground and just, again, put one step in front of the next. Okay, your final card looks really good. It's just sort of telling us that moving forward, we've got a lot of opportunities for this, whatever your idea is right now, to actually take off. And the angels are saying specifically take off in a way that helps you to build a little bit of community around you, build some connection, friendship, a sense of a tribe almost. The card is life experience, and it represents a significant life event. So you've already had, it looks like, a lot of little maybe downloads of inspiration or ideas or goals that have come in as kind of divine assignments. And now this card just sort of represents that you'll have the opportunity to change your life as a result of receiving these ideas, that it is time to spread your wings. You are ready to do this, but again, don't bite off more than you can chew. Just be very grounded. take your action steps, and actually know that in doing that, it looks like the angels are showing us that you'll have even more spiritual lessons that will come through in the process of the work side of things. So beautiful kind of hard work is the answer, but it will be very fulfilling, gratifying, and rewarding right now, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, great. Any
Cool.
final thoughts on that before we wrap it up?
Really hard work, leader, baby steps, validation. That was good. My cat says hello.
Hi, Kitty.
No, I'll take it. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Your
Thanks, Adam.
creativity is on point. Keep going, my dear. Thanks for calling.
Cool. You too.
Bye.
Okay.
All right,
Bye, dear.
let's go to our next reading. Okay. We have a reading request from Maria. Maria says, I would love an angel reading. I have asthma, and this pandemic is making me nervous. I'm trying not to allow fear to boggle me. Any angel guidance? Thank you so much, Maria. And again, I love that we are on theme and that we're looking at health a lot today. We're looking at health and life purpose today. Those are our themes. So I'm going to pull some cards for you, Maria. I'm also tuning straight into Archangel Raphael. Okay, he's actually telling us something really, really interesting. First of all, Maria, of course, no matter what's going on in our lives, no matter what kind of intuitive feeling we get about things, it's important to be very practical, right? So even if we know, okay, I'm safe and I'm protected by my angels, we don't go jumping off a cliff. So essentially that means, follow the protocol that you're being given, stay in, do the social distancing, take excellent care of yourself right now, take great care of your immune system and all of that, just like you normally would. But that being said, Archangel Raphael is actually telling you that it doesn't look as if it's written anywhere within your spiritual energy right now, that at a soul level, your soul wants to pick up on this epidemic and, experience it personally, if that makes sense. There's a sense that it's just, again, if you follow along with all of these safe, kinds of action steps, it's just not part of your plan, if that makes sense. There's just not something about it that feels like it's supposed to be part of your life's lessons. Now, the reason why is actually very interesting. They're showing us that, okay, so with this pandemic, many people are experiencing, of course, breathing issues. This is a virus that affects the lungs and that kind of thing. That has actually a very specific spiritual energy that is connected with it. Having the physical experience of something that affects us at the level of breathing, lungs, and so forth, it has a spiritual connection. And it has something that spiritually sort of teaches us. The angels are saying that they'll be just very general about this. It generally teaches us to be very, very centered. For each individual, each physical experience that we attract, even with illness, is very individualized. I love, for example, spiritual teachers like Louise Hay, who teach us that there is a spiritual meaning behind each illness. But I've learned from the angels that we must also be very kind of careful and considerate of each unique individual's own response, we'll say, to each illness that they're having, or very unique spiritual purposes behind each person's physical challenges. So they're just going to be very general and say that for everyone, there is a chance, an opportunity for a deep awakening around being very centered, getting very present when we see the vibrational experience, the energetic experience of breathing issues showing up. You already have something that's providing you with the opportunity to master this lesson, and it doesn't look like your soul is asking to go further with any additional physical challenge around this. So I know that might sound very esoteric, a little wild, but your angels just kind of wanted to give it to you straight and to let you know that all is well. Now, your cards are the Hermit card, which makes so much sense. I just turned this over. That's amazing. So, the Hermit card says, do your social distancing, just as all of us should. All of us should, because this is in protection of everyone on the planet that we can help to save by staying home. So, do it. Do it. Do whatever you can. Your second card is High Priestess. High Priestess is the patience card. This is a card that says, listen to your intuition, have lots of patience with what's going on in the world. This too will pass for everyone who is listening. Sure, it might take us some time. We might be continuing to hear about all of this stuff, for some months going on, but please balance your energy by detoxing from fear and panic as much as you possibly can. If that's all that you're seeing being spread around in the news, then detox for a little while. If you have the basic information that you need to update you on what action steps you're supposed to take, then don't add in a bunch of extra gasoline to the fire by taking on other people's fear and panic, and certainly the mix of false information that gets shared out in the world, unfortunately, at an abundant level during the day and age that we live in. Instead, take a step back. Be wise is what the priestess says. Be patient, be wise, be centered, and just take excellent care of yourself. Your final card is Five of Fire. This is a card that can represent, again, worries. That makes sense that we see this card showing up for you, that you've had some worries, that you're worried about the way that this might affect even maybe other areas of your life. Again, I'm hearing your angels say, have patience. It's okay. You're going to see a major shift in your sense of priorities. And actually in your life, you're going to notice that there are a lot of things to be grateful for and to celebrate on the horizon. Just shift your focus and all will be well, they are telling us. So thank you so much, Maria, and I'm sending healing prayers and love to you right now, my dear. Thank you so much for your request. Okay, it looks like we have another reading request coming in from Amanda. Amanda says, my question is, I've been dealing with health issues. Okay, here's another one on theme, guys. And she says, I feel I am making progress, but there is something I am missing still. I would just like to get some guidance on this. Okay, yes, thank you, Amanda. Let's go ahead and pull some cards around health for you right now and just see what the angels would like to show us. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just shuffling cards as I already start tuning in to Archangel Raphael. And as I'm looking at him, he's showing us that you'll probably want to go just a little bit deeper into total lifestyle changes regarding what's going on with your health particularly. Raphael is holding up a basket that is filled to the brim with plant foods, with just a whole myriad of different fruits and vegetables and that kind of thing. So it looks like what he wants you to know, Amanda, is that incorporating a regular, long-term, permanent kind of, if you consider it that way, lifestyle shift will be very, very healthy, very, very, very helpful with this particular health issue. The reason why is because when you make a shift at the level of lifestyle, really, really being very watchful of what you put in your body, you're going to more easily get at the deeper root of the situation that you are seeing going on with your particular health issues. They're showing us that whatever it is that your health issue is, it looks like it's something where modern medicine may have some incredible, and again, trustworthy information certainly to give you on it, but that it may not have yet come to a point where it understands holistically everything going on at the roots, at the deepest roots of this particular health issue. So this might not be the thing where you just go to your doctor and they say, oh yeah, this is causing this. Here you go. This is how you change it. They might be sort of looking a little bit more at surface issues, saying, okay, well, we see this symptom and we can fix that. We see that symptom, we can help that, and we can help you make progress. Your angels are saying that dietary changes are really going to be making an amazing difference. Now, I'm looking at your cards, and they're actually reflecting some great things. Your first card is the Magician. This is the card that's basically saying, take your health into your own hands, because the Magician represents the energy of you being your own advocate and you being the your own manifester or creator of the results that you want. So this says definitely you be the leader. You go ahead and make yourself very well informed. Do a little bit of research on what's going on with your particular health issues. Look a little bit deeper. I'm hearing the angels adding the word in holistic. Holistic is really helpful with all of this. And eat very, very, very pure and clean. I'm seeing that detox seems to be really, really helpful for whatever's going on, and it feels as if it helps to align other areas of your body. I'm seeing a reduction of they're showing us imbalances between different systems, including both the nervous system and the endocrine system. I feel both of them calming down. This could just be that because your stress maybe goes down as a result of getting better. But yeah, it just feels like there's this really beautiful balance that wants to come in as a result of you going a little bit deeper, looking at this a little bit more holistically, and definitely making a shift at the level of diet and making sure that you're very careful about detox. The World card is your second card. When we see the World card, this actually represents success. It represents a job well done. It says that as a result of being the magician or being your own advocate, in other words, that you will be very, very successful in completely clearing, detoxifying, reversing whatever's going on, and that, things will look really, really good. Listen to Archangel Raphael, by the way. If you call upon him, just notice what kind of regular repeated thoughts enter into your head throughout the day regarding health guidance, or whatever synchronistic health information starts to float into your life. He is very strong in helping you right now. And he does show us that he is highlighting the color green within his little basket of foods. So green colored foods look like they may be of excellent help for you with regard to the particular kind of detox that Raphael will help you with all of this. Otherwise, my dear, it looks like you will be very much on the right track very soon. Things are looking up. You're going to turn the corner and going to feel much more energized and clear very, very soon. So enjoy that. Okay, let's go ahead and go to another reading for today. Where would you like to have us go, angels? Okay, let's go to Michelle. Michelle says, "Hi, Sarah. I saw your post last night and wanted to listen, but having internet problems. I have been asking my angels for guidance. I feel very lost lately, even prior to the virus affecting all of us. Not sure if of life path, financial security, and health. Any help? Thank you so much, Michelle. Let's go ahead and turn over some cards for you. I'm going to turn over a card for your life path. That will be our first card. Next one will be for your financial security. And then our final card will be for health, since these are your three areas we want to look into today. Archangel Michael is the strongest angel around you right now, my dear. Michael is saying that the most important thing for you to do is to clear worry and fear. And again, using the old saying, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. There's a difference between the fear of what's going on regarding this virus and the actual virus itself. And when we can separate those two things out and work on clearing the fear, this will actually put all of us collectively in a much better situated position to clear the virus, clear the fear first, because that's well within our control right now. Clear the fear, move into love, move into kindness for everyone else on the planet, and all will be well. Just keep the faith, he's saying. He's showing us that he's lighting a white candle in front of you, by the way, and he's holding that white candle for you. If you want to meditate, by the way, in front of a white candle, that looks like it would be something very, very beautiful kind of ritual for you, helping you to hold space and focus your spiritual energy on something, very physical. So let's go ahead and turn over our cards. Okay, beautiful. So your first card that we have is the card for life path, as we said. And the card that's shown up here is the Eight of Air. Eight of Air, this is a card that shows up when we have an illusion of being trapped, when we feel really, really stuck. Maybe we're afraid to move forward. We're not sure where to go. Archangel Michael says, clear this state of mind. Clear the state of mind first. And he's giving you a very specific message. He says, the world is at your feet. The world is at your feet. You can literally manifest anything. You have that power always. There's no outer force more powerful than you are in any situation, and that is an unconditional truth. I pulled an additional card for this area of life just now, by the way, for life path, finding direction, where we might go for that. And you got King of Water. This is really interesting because King of Water represents when perhaps sometimes there is a trustworthy mentor or someone with really great advice who's coming into your life and maybe helping to shift the direction of your path. So keep your eye on the horizon for someone maybe who you love and respect, or who gives really excellent advice, or who's really great at supporting you, who's someone who just wants to send a little love into the world for you. Take that energy, turn around, and give it back out into the world. The angels are saying, when you focus on service, when you focus on how can I help in this world, what difference can I make, what positive difference can I make, then everything else follows beautifully. Your abundance will follow you. Your life purpose, your happiness, your health, your well-being. Focus on how may I serve now, and just stay confident and at peace. Clear away fear regularly, and it looks like you'll find your path beautifully. Let's look at our second card, which is going to take us into the financial security area. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, we have the Awakening card. The Awakening. This card is an advice card that essentially says, look at the situation from a different perspective. Sure, there might be a temporary standstill or a temporary, we'll say, pause in action around knowing exactly what's going to happen regarding financial security. But look, none of us are meant to look into our crystal ball and know exactly what's happening, or else we wouldn't have signed up for a human life. There are just certain things that our soul has signed up to experience with, not always that sense of certainty, but with a cultivation of faith, with a deep cultivation of faith every step of the way. So that's what your angels are guiding you to do with seeing this card. They're saying, sure, things might be slowed down. You might not know what's going to happen in 6 months or in a year. You might not know how, for example, the global economy is going to exactly be affected, because guess what? We're co-creating that too right now. Maybe that's not written in stone, and the angels are nodding their heads. Yes, it's not written in stone, because we've got free will human action steps. We are creating all of this together right now. So they're saying, take your power back, stand in your empowerment, and know that you can create whatever conditions you want to regarding your financial well-being. I pulled an additional card here too, just asking where to head next. And you got 10 of Air, which is super positive. This is a card that represents that the end of any difficulty or worry is actually sooner in sight than you might think. This card invites you to embrace a change in thinking. Again, beautiful, very consistent message on that. And know that there will be recovery on the horizon. 10 of Air is essentially a recovery card. So it's saying that no matter what the surface may be showing you right now, recovery is on the horizon, and it's probably coming more quickly than you think. The third card is for your health and well-being. Okay, great. You've got Ace of Air. Ace of Air says you're already on the right track. This says that you're already seeing the right action steps to take. You're already aligned with your health. You've got, a really, really good maybe lifestyle or plan of action going on regarding your health and wellness right now. So it says just keep going. And again, release any fear. Also, I'm hearing Archangel Michael say, stay balanced, stay balanced. So that means, again, take the proper action steps, follow with the social distancing. This is something that protects you and it protects the whole planet. Be well and know that your wellness helps to contribute to greater hope and security and faith and well-being all around the world. There are certain souls, the angels are saying, and this is a message for all of us who are listening, who have, and I know this is going to sound crazy, maybe a little bit, a little bit esoteric again, but there are certain souls who have signed up at a soul level, to say, I will maybe directly take on the experience of the physical part of this virus. And that's how I'm going to contribute to this collective, powerful reset that's going on. And there are certain souls that have said, well, then if we're going to have certain people that experience it, we also need to have certain people in the collective who do not experience it, because they're holding space for a very different kind of energy that's coming in that also helps to usher in the reset. And again, it looks like for you, Michelle, also, we've got this sense that just there's no sense of I must have this. And even if there were any health issues that came in, even there's just this sense of safety and peace and love that is coming in for you. So that's what your angels just want you to be reminded of. By the way, for everyone who is listening, it'll probably take me maybe a day or two or so, but I'm going to put up a video pretty soon with some angel guidance regarding the kind of spiritual meaning of illness. I think that it's really important that we go a little bit deeper into this topic. We've kind of touched on it a little bit today, but I want to definitely go in a little bit deeper and talk a little bit more about what's happening at a spiritual level, because as all of you who are listening have likely maybe heard before, maybe trust or know, what happens to one level of our being happens to all three levels of our being. So it happens to the body, happens to the mind, happens to the soul. So if there's something happening in the physical world, there's something also happening that corresponds to it in the spirit world at the level of spiritual vibration. There's a spiritual meaning or rooting behind everything that's going on with regard to this global pandemic. And I'd just like to share angel messages on that. So definitely keep your eyes on my social media and on my YouTube, because I will let you know as soon as I have it posted. But like I said, it might take me a day or two. So just be patient. I'm doing my best. I'll be as quick as I can. And thank you so much, Michelle, my dear, for sending in your message. Let's go ahead and just squeeze in one more reading for today. We have the initials JH. JH says, I would love a reading on my finances. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and tune in and see who is around you. Okay, you have Archangel Uriel, Michael, and Metatron around you. You've got a very, very strong team. It looks like you are very long-term future oriented in the way that you perceive and plan for things in your life, or at least you like to have a sense of what things are going to be doing later on, a sense of a plan and that kind of thing. Your angels want you to know that that's great, and that's why you've attracted this wonderful team that helps with really clear thinking. Uriel particularly is really great at helping to organize plans of action. So I'm going to turn over our cards and just sort of see what they have for you. Okay, so your first card is the Seven of Water. When we see Seven of Water, this is a card that represents a complex situation. A situation in which you're looking at many complex details. Maybe you're looking at all of your finances and you're thinking, with a more of a multi-tiered way of understanding what's going on. You're not just looking at maybe the next paycheck, but you're thinking further down the road. You're thinking about savings, you're thinking about retirement, you're thinking about investments, you're probably thinking about multiple areas. That's essentially what this card represents. This card gives some great advice as well. It usually tells us that this is a great time to do a little bit of extra research. For you, since you are very plans and detail oriented and you like to have a sense of knowingness and control, your angels are guiding you for your greatest peace of mind and also for the best outcome for your finances to do a little bit of extra research, do a little bit of homework, do a little bit of thinking, do a little bit of planning. Doing a little bit of that, it looks like will help to bring in some great ideas of some things that will create a sense of strong security in your life. And your angels, by the way, are saying that they're helping you to receive any more of those plans and ideas. They're also showing us that it looks like we have a sense of, sure, there's going to be some changes, some normal, little interruptions or delays or whatever that happen in all of our lives, literally. But they're saying for you, don't fear this. And they're actually giving me a timeline for you. They just said the words 6 months, and they asked me to pull over a card for that. And the card that I just pulled over for 6 months from now is Four of Fire, which is actually a card of contentment, peace, and abundance. So sure, maybe there's going to be a moment where the boat is rocking a little bit for your finances temporarily. But by the time, several months have passed, you actually look like you're in great shape, which doesn't mean that you're suffering from now through the next 6 months. It just means that, okay, well, I'm going to have to be thinking on my toes and balancing things out and, really just being smart And then with time, we see things really, really easily balanced. So that's really great. By the way, Four of Fire is also a happy home life card. So if there's any concerns regarding your home, your bills for your home or a mortgage or anything like that, this would be your card saying safe and protected in that area. Your next card is Six of Air. So Six of Air is the card that represents that things are looking up. So again, things might not be as bad as you might fear, that we've got the end of a difficult situation in sight, in not too much of a long-term future kind of thing. So it looks like we've got a way of rebalancing your finances in your life. You're going to be coming up with some wonderful ideas. And the angels keep saying the word security, security, security. There's just this sense of something really secure kind of coming in and providing for you. So I really like that. Oh my gosh, I pulled a final card just thinking, let's get a general piece of guidance of where all of this is headed, and even see maybe if there's something for everyone listening who's maybe concerned about finances right now, given the global situation and any changes going on and so forth, what we need to know. And this card, I think it's come up maybe 3 or 4 times already today, you guys. It's the Knight of Earth again, who I love. Knight of Earth is the knight of hard work and dedication, really buckling down, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, get all the things done that you need to get done. But know that when you do that, you can rest assured that there is an outcome. There is a very, very positive outcome, that your work will yield good fruits. So start planting those good seeds right now. Go ahead and talk to whoever you need to talk to, do a little financial planning for yourself, get a little research or advice. And for you, JH, it looks like you've got nothing to worry about. Just keep the faith, toe the line for a little while, and in time you'll get your assured evidence that you're kind of reaching for or looking for, that says, yeah, everything's going to balance itself out. It's just going to take a little time. Well, thank you so much to everyone who called and messaged in today. It was such a pleasure and an honor, as always, to connect with all of you. I had such a great time. I will be back again, of course, right here on Bring Me to Life Radio next month. You can mark your calendars for Through the Eyes of the Angels, which is the podcast where we'll discuss empaths and collective consciousness. And that will be on Thursday, April 16th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And again for Angel Hour on Thursday, April 23rd, again at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, just like today was. So do keep in touch with me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and sarahhall.com if you would like an angel reading or a healing session with me, or if you would like to take one of my online angel courses, or as I said, if you would like to keep up to date on any of the new videos or other little inspirational posts that I'm going to be putting up for you right now. I'm going to be sending out as much supportive angel content as I can, because we're all in this together and I love all of you so much. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful and peaceful rest of your day. Bye.